So once again, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you again. As I told you yesterday, the idea today is to practice the speaking test. Okay, but before this started with the speaking test, I would like to show you some TikTok with some recommendation. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. Let me see. Is this one? I think yes. But here we have some TikToks.
Que no hay final. Truco para tu speaking de D1. Si estás
Okay, give me a
preparando.
moment. The idea is to do it.
Truco para tu speaking de D1. Si estás preparando este nivel, necesitas saber esto. Seguramente en la parte de descripción de fotografía normalmente use la frase truco para tu speaking de D1. Si estás preparando este nivel,
Dime un momento,
necesitas
lo voy
saber
a tratar de coordinar.
de D1. Si estás preparando este nivel, necesitas saber esto. Seguramente en la parte de descripción de fotografía normalmente use las frases que usa todo el mundo. Yo te digo que gracias a lo que te voy a decir ahora vas a destacar por encima de los demás y con eso sorprenderás a los examinadores. Así que deja de decir lo típico de in this picture I can see, this picture shows y toda esa parafernalia. In this snapshot I discern. En esta fotografía puedo diferenciar, discernir. This photograph portrays. Esta fotografía retrata. In this image, I make out. El uso del phrasal verb make out estás diciendo que en esta foto puedes ver. Sé diferente a los demás y con eso sacarás una pedazo de nota. ¿Más consejos? Sígueme.
So guys, one of the parts of the second part of the speaking test is describing photograph. I'm going to show you some images and you have to describe them, right? And remember, in a speaking test, the idea is you speak as much as possible. The first part will be an interview. I'm going to ask you some questions and then we're going to work with the pictures. So the idea is you try to speak as much possible your speeches and try to use a good vocabulary, right? A good expression. Okay, let's check the second one. Give me a moment.
Very happy. Summing up, ¿cómo nunca quedarte en blanco en tu speaking sin importar el tema que te toque? Quiero encontrar una frase ya armada para que metas en el speaking part 2 donde tenés que comparar fotografías. Es un poco larga, pero es perfecta para la part 2. Involucra rango vocabulario, rango de gramática, pero por sobre todas las cosas responde a la pregunta perfectamente. Con que te la aprendas de memoria y después la reemplaces por el tema que te toca, ya estás. Esta frase ya armada es: in the first picture, someone can be seen doing something, whereas in the second picture, I can see
Sorry, in the first picture, someone can be seen doing something. Whereas, mientras que, in the second picture, I can see someone doing something. Okay? Regarding the question of the task, I believe, I reckon, or I consider. You choose one of these, right?
something. Regarding the question of the task, I consider, or I reckon, or I believe that, bla, bla, bla. A ver, acá decimos can be seen en vez de I can see, que lo dice todo el mundo, pero ¿por qué después digo I can see? Porque tampoco está bueno utilizar un mismo recurso, la idea es que suene natural. Vamos a llevar un ejemplo. In the first picture, a group of girls can be seen doing karaoke, whereas in the second picture, I can see a man who seems to be singing in a professional way. Regarding the question of the task, I consider that maybe the girls decided to meet because they wanted to clear their minds up from their daily tough routine and just spend some leisure time together. On the other hand, the guy maybe wanted to make some money and play in front of an audience, which is probably his dream, judging by his face, because he seems to be very happy. Summing up, I think that they just wanted to do what they really love in life. Y ya está, no describan mucho las fotos porque no van a demostrar mucho rango de vocabulario ni de gramática. Les conviene ir siempre a la pregunta que es encima obligatoriamente lo que tienen que hacer. En realidad no tienen que describir la foto, no es que la consigna lo diga, pero uno lo hace para pensar más o menos qué puede decir, etc. Muchos se frenan en las descripciones, no saben cómo organizarse y se olvidan de responder la pregunta o no llegan a responder la pregunta. Así que con esta estructura ya saben cómo más o menos describir rapidito las fotos y listo. Después se van a responder la pregunta. Por supuesto que esta frase ya armada le puedes agregar lo que vos quieras, le puedes agregar una relative clause o lo que te venga a la mente en este tipo de speaking, pero lo importante es siempre responder la pregunta y hablar lento. Así que ya sabes,
Okay. Okay, chicos, the last one. And that's a good advice. You don't need to speak so quickly. You can do it slow and mouth the words, right? Vocalizar bien. Okay, chicos, the last one.
Where are you from? Sounds Where are you from? Sounds easy, right? It's the first question of Cambridge speaking, and it's a tricky one. Many students prepare a perfect answer, but the examiner wants to hear natural speech. So instead of reciting a rehearsed answer, just have a few keywords and phrases in mind, like I was born and raised in, etc. Or I'm originally from and I moved to, or a few adjectives like magnificent, picturesque, quaint, or even magical, charming. Don't just say, I'm from Spain or I'm from Paris. Try to extend your answers, maybe a personal story or a few details about your city or country. So try something like this. Where are you from? Well, I was born and raised in Brazil, and when I was 10, my family moved to the south of France, where we now live in a small, picturesque town. So remember, start your exam strong and be natural. If you want more speaking tips, then don't forget to follow me.
Okay, guys. And finally, remember, you don't need to tell the truth. You can just make up something, ¿cierto? No tienen que decir la verdad, se pueden inventar algo. The idea is that you show your oral skills, okay? So, let's start. So, the first part, as I mentioned before, is like an interview, right? It's just asking some questions. So let me see. Okay, I'm going to start with the interview part. So, first I'm going to take the attendance, okay? Give me a moment. Okay, because Mr. Javier didn't join. So, give me a moment and then we can start. Okay, so Miss Enrique, are you ready?
Yes,
The first part, okay.
I am tired and I want to go to sleep.
I'm so sorry. Okay, the important thing is
Con
this is just the practice, not the
okay,
real
okay.
test.
Continue, please.
Okay, so let's start. Let me see something. I have a different one in which I'm supposed to have some basic question. Let me look something. Okay, Miss Enrique, so good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am very well. And you?
Okay, I'm good, thank you for asking. So, where do you live?
I live in Guayaquil. It's a place, it's a nice place in Ecuador.
Okay, thank you so much. Who do you live with?
I live with my family. I have 2 children and I married with uh, Let, Leticia Names.
Okay, thank you. What do you do, Miss Enrique?
I work at the airport. I am an engineer of system. Um, I I work every day and do support technical with users for computer, printer, and network.
Thank you so much. Okay, how often do you use a mobile phone?
Well, I often use a phone all day because I receive many calls for answer support.
Thank you. How do you get to work every day?
Can you repeat the question?
For sure. How do you get to work every day?
I get homework with my computer.
No, how do you get to work? ¿Cómo llega al trabajo? ¿Cómo va al trabajo?
Oh, okay. Well, I have a car. I drive uh, every day uh, to my work.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. Which is better, morning or afternoon, and why?
I believe in the morning is the best time for work because I have energy. I have concentration for do something.
Okay, thank you. Okay, give me a moment. I'm going to show you an image. So, let me see. Would like to show you something. Okay, now I would like to ask you a little bit more. What did you do yesterday evening?
Well, yesterday I usually did my homework because I study at the university and I prepared my my class every day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do you think that English will be useful for you in the future? Why or why not?
It's a question.
Yes, for sure. Do you think that English will be useful for you in the future?
Yes, I think the English is the first language in the world, and I study English because I need to improve my my English, and to uh, I need to what? I need
Miss Enrique, your microphone is turned off. So, okay, thank you.
oh, excuse me.
Now what? Could you repeat the last part, please?
Well, the English is the first language of the world, and I need to I need this language because I at in my university me piden aprobar B1. ¿Cómo lo
You
diría?
need to reach P1.
To reach B1, yes.
Reach, alcanzar, lograr. Okay. Okay, let me see. Tell us about people you live with.
Excuse me?
Tell us, tell us about the people you live with.
You live.
Live. Tell us about people you live with, de vivir. O sea, díganos acerca de las personas con las que vive.
Ah, okay. Well, in my house, live two children. My son is a counter, and my sister is a licenciada, comercio exterior, and my wife is a teacher.
Un moment.
All of us, they work.
Okay,
And,
that's great.
yes, and I work at the airport.
Okay, that's awesome. Wonderful. Okay, Miss Enrique. Thank you. I'm going to show you image, but let me take some note. Okay. Okay, finally, I'm going to show you an image, and you have to describe what you see. Okay. So let me see here, and the image is no, it's not. Sorry, it's not the PDF. It's the web page. Give me a moment. Is We're going to talk about this picture, Mr. Enrique. What
Okay.
can you see?
Well, in this picture, I can see nurse who attend all woman. I think the old woman is unhelpful,
What else?
and the nurse is attend and told with her.
Okay, Mr. Enrique. Okay, thank you so much. So let's stop for a while. Let's stop for a minute. So I'm going to give you some feedback, okay? So when you say all day, you refer all day or every day. Remember, all day and every day, it is different. If you say
Okay,
every day,
every day,
refers to todos los días, every day.
every
But
day.
if you say all day, you refer como todo un día completo, como lo dice todo.
Okay,
Maybe you were right. How often do you use your mobile phone? Something like that. You say all day. It could be possible, right? It could be right. You say I have to answer a lot of calls because blah 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 blah, blah, right? But keep in mind. O sea, lo hizo bien. No estoy diciendo que esté mal, solo es para que tengan en cuenta la diferencia entre all day y every day, ¿ok?
every day.
Ok, hubo una pregunta que era acerca como de ¿qué hizo ayer? Y usted respondió, yesterday I usually. That's a mistake. Porque usted no puede decir ayer yo usualmente hago esto. Eso no tiene sentido.
Okay,
Yesterday I did my homework because bla 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 bla. O sea, usted no usa un adverbio de frecuencia en ese
okay,
caso específico. Ok, English is the most spoken language in the world. Cuando quiere decir usted es la lengua número uno, algo así. Suena mejor si usted dice, English is the most spoken language in the world. Cuando le pregunté si consideraba que el inglés era útil o lo iba a utilizar en el futuro, ¿cierto?
yes,
Me quedó una duda. Usted dijo, my sister is a degree in foreign trade, en foreign trade. ¿Es sister o daughter? Su hija es la que tiene la licenciatura en...
yes, my sister.
Ah, your sister. Okay, okay. No, that's correct. That's great. And it is bachelor degree in foreign trade, in foreign trade. Así se dice la carrera en inglés. Bachelor degree in foreign trade. Let
Okay.
me see. Y cuando se dijo attends, the nurse is attending the old lady, you can also say take care or look after. Sí, como cuidar, ¿no?
Care
Both
of.
means look after or take care. Okay, thank you. In the image, remember you can describe the settings. So you can say it's in a room, maybe in a hospital or in a house. There's two women, a young one and an old one, blah, 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 blah. To try to make your speech longer, right?
Okay.
Then you can start talking about each one, describing the young lady looks like a nurse, is wearing a blue uniform and is smiling. He has short hair, blah, 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 right? And then you describe the
Mm,
old lady to make your
okay.
speech long. Okay, when I ask you about where are you from and your family, you try to use adjective and you try to follow the advices of the videos. That's a good job. Congratulations. I consider that the speaking part and the listening part are the most difficult one. But okay, that's why we are practicing. The idea is to improve our abilities and to get used to this kind of examination, right? Emily,
Okay.
I have a question. When you took this exam, you did it alone. You didn't have to work with other one, with someone else.
Yeah,
You have to do it
the friend.
with a friend
Mm,
because usually you have to do it in pairs and you have to talk between you two, right, Emily? You have to talk with your friend. Okay. So
that's
if
right.
we have enough time, we can try to do like that. In some part, you have to.
And she got the same score as
Ajá.
me.
O sea, hay una parte del examen en que los ponen a hablar con el otro. Ustedes entran día 2, no entran día 1, sino día 2. Y les van a poner la imagen y después les van a poner a discutir acerca de la imagen o acerca de ciertos temas. Pero por ahora me interesa que cada uno intente desarrollar su propio discurso, ¿sí? Después lo estamos practicando así. Pero para que cuando vayan a presentar el examen, sean conscientes de que entran día 2. ¿Listo? Ok, Ariana, are you ready? Yes?
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
Give me 1 minute.
okay, for sure. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay,
Okay, you ready?
I think.
So, good morning, Ariana.
I hope so.
For sure.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, I think.
Okay, Ariana, where do you live?
I was born and raised in Spain. Then when I was 5 years old, my family moved to Ecuador, and now we we were living in Guayaquil.
Okay, thank you. Good answer. Do you live with your family?
Yes, my family is very close, and on the house we are we live my mother, my father, my two other siblings, and me.
Okay,
But but I forgot the word to vecinos,
Neighbors.
neighbors, right? But our neighbors are also our family, like my aunt, my grandma, and two cousins.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Ariana, tell us about a teacher you like.
Okay. A teacher that I like was my language professor. Her name is Anna, and she's like a good teacher because her way to teach is very enriquecedora. Uh, the word enriquecedora, the meaning of that. And she really her activities was reading books or creating a story. So I have a fun doing that.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see. From here. What do you do, Ariana?
I'm a student of a university. I my career is about communication, or well, audiovisual communication, and hasta ahora,
So far?
yes, so far, what I learned is good. I enjoy it, and my teachers are really good about the topics and activities that them teach. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me see. What did you do last weekend?
Okay, last weekend I did voluntariado. The word of that. I did voluntariado, but I don't know the word in English. So sorry.
Volunteering.
Volunteer. That's the word. I did a volunteering And when I went to the university, I did all my homework.
Okay, thank you. Ariana, do you enjoy cooking?
Sometimes I do, but I don't know if I'm good enough to be like an expert. But when is cooking for my family, I enjoy it.
Okay, and let me see the last question, at least the last. Do you prefer spending times indoors or outdoors?
In the past, I used to spend more time indoors because I was a little introvert and
You
I
were
didn't
a little, you were a little, you were
introvert
inter,
introvert introvertida. Is that
okay. You can say
correct?
shy, shy,
What?
shy.
Oh, shy, yes. A little shy, and I used to like stay at home and only see my friends uh, in the video games that we used to play. But now I prefer for sure outdoor because I think that that's a way that I can be more um, social with the people and make friends and contacts that uh, I'm gonna that me pueden servir in the
Help me,
future,
support me.
that help me in the future. Yes.
The future. Okay, Ariana. So finally, I'm going to show you an image and you have to describe it. Okay?
Okay.
This is your image. This one.
Okay. So only one image.
Yes, just this one.
Okay. On this picture, I see a group of friends. They can be a divorced woman or a married or just a woman that enjoyed it with each other, and they're at a restaurant uh, that's a man that stand in front of her of them is the word of mesero.
Waiter.
Wait, uh,
Sorry.
and they uh, he is with a part, and there's food on the table, drinks, that I think that they are they are enjoyed it at the time, and maybe a flirting with the waitress. Uh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So, your feedback. I didn't understand something about your teacher. Is a girl or a man? A woman or a man?
A girl,
A girl. Okay, thank you.
a woman,
What's her name?
Anna,
Alan. And it's a woman.
Anna, Anna,
Anna.
ANA.
Okay, okay, sorry. Okay, thank you. Okay, you say activities was, but as you say the plural, you need to use were. Activities were. Okay, thank you. Try to avoid using words you don't know. Volunteering. Okay, you can say shy or introvert, right? Okay, you say when you were describing the picture, you say woman, woman, woman. But what's the plural of woman? Woman is just one. But if there are more than one, we say
You, woman,
women. Women.
women, yes.
Okay? And again, waiter, avoid, try to avoid using words you don't know. You can say a man who is taking the order or something like that, right? Avoid to using words you don't know. In this case, you can ask me, of course, because I'm a teacher, but during the exam, you need to avoid to do that kind of things. Okay, I know it can be a little bit boring to listen when someone else is speaking, but guys, it's useful to listen to even to listen to your classmate because you can learn something from them, okay? Okay, and finally, Emily, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
For sure, right? Okay, let's start with the basic question. Emily, where are you from?
I come from Ecuador.
Okay, try to develop your speech a little bit more. What else? You're from Ecuador. Try to use some adjectives. Or try to complete your question a little bit more.
Oh, okay, sorry. Um, I come from Ecuador. I live in Guayaquil with my parents. And I would say that Guayaquil is a beautiful city, because there is a lot of tourist attractions.
Thank you. That's much better. Thank you so much. Well done. Okay. What's your typical day like?
Um, okay. Uh, I usually wake up at 6 a.m. and then I take a shower to go to the university, and that's my daily routine most of the days. But on weekends, well, mostly I go to the shopping with my mom because we wanna have entertainment, and it could be a little fun for us, so that we have the opportunity mm, um, to buy clothes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Good job. How often do you meet your friends?
Mm, 3 times a year. Yeah.
3 times
Because
a year?
3 times a year, because it's very difficult to get a permission.
Okay. How old are
And
you?
what 18.
18. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay.
And for that reason, I can be able to make them more time,
Frequently. Yeah.
but we have we have to get a planification. Yeah.
But do you live in the same city? I mean, your friends and you. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, in the same city where I
Okay.
live.
Thank you so much. What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Mm, well, I love volunteering programs, really. And also my favorite hobby could be watch series with my mom and read some books about science and history because um that's were my favorite subjects in high school.
Okay, thank you. That's so interesting. Okay. Okay, how important it for you to have free time?
I mean, have a free time is very useful due to we won't get stressed, and so we will forget our obligations at the moment, and sometimes it's necessary to come across our happiness and live the life.
You. Okay. What do you like doing in your phone or computer?
And sorry.
No worries, I can repeat it. What do you like doing on your phone or computer?
Hmm. In the majority of cases, I do my homework on the computer, and also, mm, well, I I rely some assignments that send me the programs in which I'm involved. And I mean, the computer has helping me with my education, I will say. On the other hand, the phone um, is important as computer, but I have more entertainment there. Um, As a result, I chat with my friends, watch videos in TikTok, and check out my social media.
Okay, thank you. Good answers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So finally, let's describe the image. Give me a moment. I'm going to look for the image for you. See, it's around here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to show you an image and you have to describe it, okay? Here you are. In a way, okay, yeah.
Okay. Mm. In the background, I can see a kitchen and and some instruments that are necessary to cook. On the other hand, the woman is really interested in learning the instructions, I mean, because as you can see, um, she is focused on herself. Moreover, her mother is teaching her um, the instructions from the recipe. In conclusion, I will say that if I were in a situation like that, I will read a book that helps me with the correct answers and and uh and get a little advice with someone who is really involved in that area.
Thank you, Emily. That's enough. You can rest. Okay, Emily's feedback. Okay, first of all, I would like to congratulate you because you use connectors due to more error, right, etc. Notice that she used connectors to link their ideas, or show contrast, or add ideas. Okay, that's a great job. That's really important. Okay, you say you meet your friends 3 in a year, something like that. In this case, you can say 3 times per year. 3 times per year. Okay. You say your computer has helping, right? But it is used a continuous tense. You need to use
Has helped.
verb to
Yeah,
be. Has been helping me, right? Has been
I
helping.
forgot it. Oh my God.
Okay, no worries. That's all. Good job. I really appreciate it. Guys,
Thank you.
Emily have taken a commerce test before, so she has experiences in these kind of exercises. Anyway, you did it well. I know it's not easy, and these are our first experiences, right? That's why it's important to practice this. I think we can try to start each class with a short speaking activity. For example, next week after the test, I can ask to one of you to describe an image, just one, and just one image to start the class. In that way, every day we can practice a little bit our speaking abilities, right? Because it's important to develop them. Or I can ask you to prepare an history to tell us at the beginning of the class, but just one, because we need to take advantage of the time and work on other topics. But at the same time, we need to develop our speaking skills, right? Okay, I really appreciate it. So, as you know, I need to stay with some of you for 5 minutes more, right? Practicing. So, Ariana, you started yesterday, yes? So you can leave. Miss Enrique, I know you're tired, so you can leave. So, Emily, could you bear with me 5 minutes more, please? Okay, thank you. So, Ariana, Mr. Enrique, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You did a good job. We're going to continue practicing this kind of activity. And tomorrow, the idea is to practicing or to do the activity of listening. Okay? So take care, have a nice day, and see you. Bye-bye.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
Thank
you.
you so much.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Take care. So, Emily, every day I have to stay 5 minutes more with a student to practice a little bit more. I know you're excellent, but as Miss Enrique is tired because he stayed late, and I stayed yesterday with Ariana, I would like to spend these 5 minutes with you. So let's practice a little bit more. Let's answer some question, okay? So let me see. Have you ever helped at home? What do you do?
Mm, most of the time, I help my mom at home, and well, in some cases, it's very difficult because I'm having obligations in the university, but I separate my time because this is necessary, mm, due to she has been my support these last months, and yeah.
Okay, and the second part of the question, what do you do?
Well, actually, I'm a student, and I'm studying the university, but on the other hand, I'm a volunteer, and I really love this part because um, I like to help people, and well, in those programs, I have the opportunity to learn something new, and meet people who are interested in the environment, I will say. Mm, and the experiences has been helping me to grow as a person.
That's great. Thank you. Okay, let's try with the last question. It says, would you find it difficult to live without the internet?
Mm, okay. Oh, I didn't hear very well. Can you repeat it
For
again?
sure. Would you find it difficult to live without the internet?
Mm, well, some things could be impossible to realize if we didn't have internet, because as you know, internet nowadays is very necessary to uh, to get information from a website, check out the social media, make people who come from different nations, and subscribe in international programs. That's what I do when I'm getting bored. And well, uh, internet um, is useful for all for all the people who are working and studying, due to um, they can be able to be illustrated. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Emily. Good job. I really loved your answers. Thank you so much and see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a nice day.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye.